Hey, welcome back to my city. I'm Asymmetrics. I've been doing a little bit of work on the block here, particularly with some of the interiors. Let's check out the flower shop. Coming in, we've got a lot of plants. Of course, you've got all these different flowers and the potted plants. You've got some bigger plants here and over here, using a cactus as a base, some leaves and some lichen in front of it for this one. And then for this one, we've got an azalea, a moss block, and the resin clumps in front of it. And then I've also used the new leaf litter down here to kind of make it look like leaves have gotten all over the place. I've also got a rug here in the middle to kind of look like a leaf or just, some general greenery in the middle here. And then of course, as you look up, the overgrowth continues. We've got some vines here, we've got some glowberries, some of the hanging roots. Also added a few shelves up here with a few then I added a few shelves up there with some more potted plants. And a trim on this side with some more potted plants. There's just plants all over the place, and I really like it. But coming over here, we've got a fire exit that takes you up to the roof. And then check it out. You come up here, and there's a little garden area. It's just a perfect little cozy, quiet spot away from the city vibe, and I really like how it came out. I also went ahead and added most of the walls and floor to the music shop here, and was going to finish the interior for this one as well. We've got the rest of the materials in this shulker box, so let's get started. This is a music shop, so I'm going to add several music-related things to really sell that idea, starting with a drum set. And with a little bit of redstone magic, it actually has a working pedal. Sort of. Up next, I'm gonna add a little lounging area over here. Anyway, I'm gonna add a little area where you can maybe lounge around and listen to some music. Here we've got a little shelf where maybe you'd find some vinyls, CDs, or any other physical media. We're just going to build a little cozy couch over here where you can hang out. And we're going to add some chairs over here as well, because over here I'm going to add a custom jukebox station. It should automatically shuffle through them. And when a music disc is either ejected or finishes playing, it'll automatically shuffle to the next song. And I'm gonna have to go grab a friend for this one. And then for a final detail, over here by the bird, I'm gonna add a map art that I made that I think will fit just nicely in here. And there's another interior done, the music shop. Let's give it a quick tour. There's a lot going on in here, so let's just start up here at the front. Of course, you got all these potted plants on the shelves. I added the pale oak sapling behind the cherry sapling here, because you've got the lighting coming in from this side, so maybe it would look like this sapling's getting a little bit less sunlight and is a little bit more withered away than that one. Then over here we got the drum set, and with the sit mod we can actually sit on the chair here. Grab a couple of drumsticks and have at it. And then over here we've got our lounging area with our jukebox, our map art, and the bird. And of course, if you're a stall hater for some reason, you can change it out, and it'll automatically play the next one. I've also got these paintings all over the walls to kind of cover up the wall texture, break it up a little bit, and I find that to be a really easy way to add more detail to your interiors, in addition to these little potted plants on the shelves. And lastly, we've got our little lounging area back here with the plant, the couch, the table, of course the shelf with all the music on it, a couple windows back here. Nothing really to look at just yet, but maybe there'll eventually be something there. Now, I really like how these interiors turned out, but the pizzeria over here is going to get delayed for the time being. I've got a couple ideas for stuff I want to do for it, both in terms of redstone and design, so I want to give it a little bit of extra thought before I make it. But for right now, I'm going to get away from building in the city block for just a little bit. Starting to feel a little bit of burnout. There's a lot going on over here already, and I'll surely add more in the future. But for right now, I want to expand the city out this way a little bit, kind of add a little outer area. And I want to make a lighthouse out here that's just out by itself. I'm going to need some of the new blocks from the new update. So let's go out and get some of those real quick. I'm back over here by the city where I'm going to be building the lighthouse. I went ahead and gathered all my materials in this shulker box here, so let's get started. Whoops. So you see I died there, and I paused the recording while I was getting all of my stuff back, and I accidentally forgot to resume the recording, but I did get finished with the lighthouse, and I really like how it turned out. Let's check it out. And look at that. I really like how this thing came out. And I'm just gonna go up into free cam here for a second so we can get some good angles on it. And look at that. Got a little fish up here, got the light up in here obviously. Decided to go for a little pulley system with maybe some crates on it. Got a little anchor on the side. Obviously, I didn't go for a slanted lighthouse. I wanted to go for a more modern, almost industrial looking lighthouse, and I really like how it looks over here. And then whenever you're over here on the city block, you can see it from over here, and look how cool that looks in the distance. I mean, come on. I'm really happy with how this came out, but we do have a few more details to add with the dried grass and whatnot. I'm just going to add a little bit of detailing around here. So let's get that done real quick. And with some taller grass, some bushes, and some firefly bushes, I do believe that's going to about do it for today. I can't stress enough how happy I am with how it turned out, and I'm really excited to fill out this area with some other builds. Probably build some boats out in the water, a dock over here, a few other builds, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And until the next video, I'll see ya.